I lift my hand in total adoration to you. You reign on the throne, for you are God and God alone. 'Cause of you my cloudy days are gone. I can sing to you this song. I just wanna say that I love you more than anything. I lift my hands in total adoration to you. You reign on the throne, for you are God and God alone. Because of you my cloudy days are gone. I can sing to you this song. I just wanna say that I love you more than anything. How many love Jesus more than anything on today? I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything. Come on, he's gonna get the glory anyway. I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you, Lord, I love you more than anything.
Welcome, 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 welcome to Friday Night Live. I am your host, Kat Carter, and I am just so excited that you have decided to start the new year off with me. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope that you all had a nice New Year's Eve and a nice New Year's Day. And I'm so grateful that we made it through 2020. That was a really tough year, I have to say. Well, Friday Night Live is a positive platform where we come to inform, innovate, and inspire. So we usually start off with a little encouragement. So this is our encouragement for today. It reads, I think these difficult times have helped me to understand better than before infinitively rich and beautiful life is in every way, and that so many things that one goes around worrying about are of no importance whatsoever. Although I may or may not consider myself materially wealthy, I know that money and possessions do not guarantee happiness. So, what is the secret of prosperity? As in all other matters, I find the source of my prosperity within me. God has blessed me with a spirit so that I experience true prosperity. I do not limit myself by measuring my prosperity by how many financial assets I have or how much property I own. I am aware of God within me and God within the world. This awareness brings peace and joy to everything I experience. Every ending holds the promise of a new beginning, a new day, and an opportunity to receive new blessings from God. All right, so guess who I have in the studio with me today? Who's going to be hanging out with me today? National recording artist Jason Weber, and I am just so excited that he is here. Let me tell you a little bit about Jason. He is a veteran of the Southern California music scene. He has been playing the saxophone for over 30 years. Originally hailing from the Chicago area, Jason has 11 CDs under his belt, as well as numerous guest appearances on other artists' recordings. One of the busiest musicians around, Weber performs well over 300 shows per year with his own group, as well as freelancing with a number of other artists and bands. Jason began playing the saxophone at age number 9 and continued playing through high school. In 1994, he completed his bachelor's degree in music performance at the University of Wisconsin. Before relocating to Southern California in 1997 to further his music career, Weber led an award-winning contemporary jazz group in southeastern Wisconsin. Weber's first solo CD, First Avenue, achieved national recognition by making it to the final round in Musician Magazine's 1997 Best Unsigned Band Contest, top 25 of a nationwide 3,000 entries. Upon his arrival to Southern California, to that Southern music scene, Weber quickly established himself as a gifted performer. His versatility allows him to perform virtually any style of music and in any setting, including jazz, rock, funk, pop, R&B. Consequently, Weber is in great demand as a sideman and for recording sessions when not performing with his own group. Please welcome to Friday Night Live, my friend Jason Weber. Yes, sir. Hey, Jason.
Hey, Kat, how's it going?
All right. Oh, that was so beautiful. What did we just listen to?
That is a tune called No Idea. Just released that as a single a couple months ago. And actually, my son did all the production on that one. So it's
Oh,
actually on
wow.
his production company, which is KM Beats Productions. So
Wow. Keeping it in the family. That's what I'm talking about.
something like that.
Hey, everybody. I have kidnapped Jason. He is my co host. He's going to be with me the entire show. OMG. So, you all are ready? Are you all ready for a great treat? He's got some more performances coming up a little bit later. All right. So we got quite a few people on, Jason. People are sending some nice comments. They're saying they're loving the music. They're saying that you're
Awesome.
jamming.
Woo!
So what is the weather like out there in California? Because it is cold here.
Well, it's cold for us, in the 60s. So
Oh, that's cold.
yeah, that's cold for us. Yeah, if it gets below 70, we're freezing. So
Okay. All right. Well, I got some questions for you. You ready for your questions?
I did not do it.
Okay, they're easy. I'll give you some grace. They're easy questions. They're easy questions. What first got you into music or who inspired you to play the saxophone?
Well, I actually started at 9. When I think you read in my bio there, I started fourth grade. Started
Mhm.
playing music. I had a couple older brothers that played some instruments in band. Actually, they're much older than me, which they don't like to hear that, but they are. So I had a brother that played trumpet, one that played French horn, and another one that played trombone. So I needed to play something different. So
OMG, do
saxophone
you all
landed in
have
my
like
lap.
family band over there?
Not really. I mean, I do have one other brother that pursued it a bit beyond, just beyond school band, but not really, not too many jam sessions going on in the Weber household. So
Wow, that is really great. Did your parents, were they musically inclined? Did they play any instruments or sing or
not really.
anything?
Yeah,
Where did
no,
you all
not
get
really.
that from? Wow, that is awesome.
I think I was adopted. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you did not become a musician, what would you be doing like right now?
I think I'd be a hitman, actually. No, not really. I was I was a business major for about a semester in college, so I probably would have gone that route. I don't know. Hitman doesn't have much of a future, so I don't know.
I didn't even hear what you said. It just went womp when you said hit me.
I was a business major for a while, so I probably would have done that, but you know,
Oh,
I don't know. I
yeah. Okay. Business is good. Business is good. Business is good. Okay, so how would you describe the music that you typically create?
I typically don't like putting labels on things.
Okay.
I mean, someone told me a long time ago. I said, really, there's only two kinds of music: it's good and bad. And hopefully, I'm making some good music.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, it kind of gets pigeonholed into the smooth jazz, um, genre from time to time. But
Mhm.
I pride myself on being able to play a lot of different styles and hopefully play them well and authentically at the same time. But so yeah, bottom line is I prefer not to put labels on things. So.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So what is your creative process like? Like some of the artists I've heard, sometimes they'll get like a vision and they have their pen and paper or they have a pad by the nightstand and they get to writing. And what is yours like? What happened?
It's kind of all over the place. I mean, it'll vary. I mean, sometimes I'll start with like maybe just like a melodic fragment or something, just a bit of melody and sort of create a song around that. But a
Mhm.
lot of times, what I'll do is I'll be actually be at the keyboard, maybe laying down a drum loop just to kind of get an idea, some chord progressions and things. But it just try to get a groove. But it definitely does vary. So.
That's what I was going to ask you because I know some of them say that they do start with the keyboard first, but I used it. I would think that you would start at your instrument of choice, but some of them say they start with the keyboard first.
Yeah, that's kind of an effective composing situation because you can kind of lay down some chords. I mean, for me playing saxophone, obviously I can only play one note at a time, so I'm not really playing chords. So if I sit
Hmm.
down in front of a keyboard, I can actually come up with more, a chord progression to kind of start to flesh things out a bit. So yeah, so a lot of times it does kind of stem, from
From the
sitting at the
keyboard
keyboard.
first.
Yeah. Yeah.
How long have you been playing? You've been in this game for a while.
Yeah. I guess I've been playing about 39 years at this point, so which
Wow.
is amazing because I'm still 25.
I was gonna say you don't even look like you're 39. Like, really? When did you start? Like, no, you said age 9. So
Yeah. Yeah.
let me
So yeah,
try to
you could.
add that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do the math.
Who would you most like to collaborate with that you haven't already?
I don't know that there's really anybody specifically that I'm looking to collaborate. I mean, I just like to be kind of open to new opportunities.
They collaborate with you. I'm
Something like
sorry.
that. Got to come to my house.
Yes, come over to Jason's house. Okay. Um, if you could open the show with any artist, who would that be?
I actually have opened for a number of artists. I was trying to come up with a list, and I think I probably left a couple out. But it's been a while since I've done a lot of the opening act stuff. But I've opened for Boney James, Bobby Caldwell, Richard Elliott, Kirk Whalum, Maynard Ferguson.
Ooh,
So definitely been around the block as far as some of that goes.
yeah, those are some heavy hitters.
Yeah. So
Well, I was trying to get Boney James on the show. I'm still trying. He's kind of ignoring me, but I'm trying my best.
well, good luck.
Yes, I know. I'm going to need it. Okay. So, where have you performed, and what was your most favorite venue that you performed at?
As far as favorite venue, I mean, it's there's not really like a favorite venue because you just it's just kind of being in the moment of wherever you happen to play. I mean, the best places to play aren't always the biggest venues. I'd rather play for 5 people that are just having a great time listening to the music and appreciating it than hundreds of people that just don't really care, where it's just kind of background noise to them. But as far as some of the venues that I have played, I mean, I've been all over Southern California, a lot of winery gigs. But it's a wide variety of venues as well.
Hmm.
Also played in Vegas several
Oh, yeah.
times, Mexico a few times, and obviously being from the Chicago area originally, we moved up to Wisconsin when I was in high school, so I played a lot around Milwaukee and Kenosha, Racine, that whole kind of
Oh,
southeast
yeah.
Wisconsin corridor. So,
That's
but
awesome. That is really awesome.
yeah, so I've been around the block.
Yes, you have. I really enjoy your music. I get a chance to listen to you a few times a week because you do some virtual. You've been doing some virtual concerts on your page. Do you do it every night? It's pretty often that you're on there, but I'm not sure if it's particular days or.
When I first started, when everything got locked down back in March, I actually I never had any interest in doing anything like that before. I mean, it wasn't even on my radar.
Wow.
And a lot of the reasons that I didn't want to do it was just I would see other artists, other musicians, streaming on Facebook, streaming from a gig, and it just never the sound quality was most often it just wasn't good sound quality. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to put myself out there as far as that, without having good sound quality, and that's what a lot of people. That's the best compliment that I'll get from doing the live streams is the how good it sounds just from an audio standpoint.
Hmm.
So I started doing them at the beginning of April, and there was nothing better to do. I just needed to keep playing every day, so I was literally doing them every day. Um, Things started to open up here at the end of May. And so
Okay.
eventually I cut back to once a week. I was just doing Mondays for a while I was,
Hmm.
relatively busy gigging. And now since we're kind of locked down again, I started doing, every day that I'm home, basically. So it's just kind of a handful of gigs that are coming in right now. Um, so yeah, almost every day at this point for a while.
I have got to stop, Jason, and I hope your wife is on here. I have got to give her a shout out because remember I was telling you about those different jackets that you've been wearing, how beautiful they are, and you told me they were from your
Something
wife
like
has been
that.
like, I have got to give her a shout. Is she on here? I have got
I
to
believe
give her
so.
a shout out. Oh my goodness, those are some beautiful, especially around the holidays. It was really, 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 really nice. It really helped the atmosphere and everything. I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
Well, I know,
So
just people being stuck at home and everything. I mean, anything
yeah,
anything you can do to put a smile on someone's face is good. Even if I got
exactly.
to, Even if I got to be a clown, it's all good. So.
Hey, those are some nice jackets. I'm sorry. Those are really, really nice. Okay, Jason. So we are at a time in our program where we're going to give away a prize, but they have to answer the questions. So, you ready?
Go for it.
All right. This is our Friday Night Live trivia. All right, Jason, I'm going to take this banner off just for a minute so that they can see the bottom. They need to try to unscramble this. So let me see what they can do. Let me put some game music on while they're trying to figure this out. Oh. All right. Put them in the comments. I need all three of them. You guys have no clue. I don't see anybody answering this. Jason, you have any idea? Don't tell the answers.
I got nothing. I'm not that smart. I don't know. All right. Okie dokie. I'm taking it down. I'm taking it down right now. All right, Jason. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you get ready to perform another selection. Okay.
And can you do two of them so I can figure out who the winner is on this?
Yep. You want me to just go right into it now?
Yeah, you can go right into it.
Sounds
Ladies,
good.
you ready?
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Weber.
Feel me now.
Jason, that was beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. What was the first selection that you did?
So they were both original tunes. My music, and the first one's a song called "Can You Feel Me Now." And that's
Okay.
actually been released a couple of different times. Was initially released. It was the title track of my album from 2005, and then I did a baritone sax album in 2013, and that's basically that version of it. Except I was playing tenor rather than Barry. The second song is actually from my latest album from last year, and that's a tune called "The Journey."
Oh, okay. Okay. I think Elaine, is that your wife? She's on here. I think she was giving us the names of the
Yep,
song
that's her.
part.
She's
Hi,
she's the culprit with the
Elaine.
jackets.
Hey, Jason, we have quite a few people on. Let's say hello to them. I have Karan Edmonds, Linda Jackson, Elaine Weber, Illumination Kingdom Teachings, Charlene Blair, Portland Ward, Barbara Johnson, the Cradle family. Do any of these people sound familiar to you?
Yeah, I think so.
Shirley Carter. Um, let's see who else. I saw a Steven somewhere. Let me see.
Yeah, Steve Hollinger.
Yeah, he's on
Yep.
here. Let's see who else. Did I say Portland? I think it's Darlene
Cook's House.
Cook's House. She's on here. Yes. She said hi from Illinois. I wonder if she's from Chicago too. I'm from Chicago. Jason. Did
Yeah,
you
she's
know that?
actually that's my sister-in-law. She lives in Antioch, Illinois, which is kind of northern
Oh, okay.
northern Illinois, right on the border.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's on here. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. Let me see. I think I got everybody so far. Yeah, this is some beautiful music. I'm loving the music. People, make sure you check out Jason. I put his website on the bottom of the screen. They can pretty much find your music just about anywhere, right? Amazon, Spotify,
Yep. Yeah, it's all over. I don't even know all the different sources, but yeah, through CD Baby, they kind of just put it out there to a lot of different digital outlets. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all over. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to pull some of this down on my Apple so that I can list it. I can add it to my playlist when I'm driving since I'm getting ready to go back to work. It looks like Monday.
Okay. Back to the grindstone.
Back to the grindstone. Hey, what kind of saxophone do you play?
I am an Antigua Winds artist, so I primarily play their instruments, and I play alto, tenor, soprano, and baritone. So I have too many saxophones.
Is that the only company that you endorse? I was trying to look.
There's a couple more. Also, Drake mouthpieces. Actually, happen to have the T-shirt on here.
Yeah.
D'Addario Woodwinds reeds and Peak music stands.
Okay. So but what you're playing tonight that's the did you
I,
tell me?
I started with the alto, and then
Alto.
the last two songs were on tenor. So yeah.
Okay. Do your saxophones have a name? Did you
No.
name your saxophones? Okay. Well, some of them some people they I was just
Those
curious.
those are weird people. So yeah.
So, do you have any New Year's resolutions or goals that you're working on for 2021?
Actually, it was just kind of funny that Steve happens to be on here, and we were kind of joking. I told him my New Year's resolution was not to play any more high notes, but I actually already broke that. So, probably my first one is probably just to try to get back to work, get some
Yeah.
gigs. I do have a couple projects in the works too, probably a couple different CD projects. The first song that I played, like I said, that was a collaboration with my son. So we're gonna put out an album, at some point this year, hopefully, with stuff kind of in that that kind of genre, where it's kind of a little bit more R&B, hip hop ish, kind of a vibe on that stuff. And then I have another project that I'm working on. Actually, there's a bunch of demos on my YouTube channel from
Okay.
that project, and so that's just a little different sounding project. Still a basically contemporary jazz vibe, but different feel to that stuff. So.
Does your son play the saxophone too, or does he play a different instrument?
He did, and I'm sure he'll probably pick it up again at some point. But he played all the way through high school and a little bit in college. He hasn't hasn't touched it much since. He's kind of more on the production side of things. Just
Okay.
kind of beat production, that kind of thing.
Hey, I got a question. It says for one of the viewers,
Mhm.
they're asking, does he play the flute since they have the same key fingering?
Yeah, I do play a little bit of flute. I don't play as much as I used to. They're really similar, but not exactly the same as far as fingerings. But yeah, a lot of the fingerings are identical, but it's a completely different way of producing the sound. Where saxophone
Hmm.
you're kind of blowing into the mouthpiece, and a flute you're blowing across the tone hole. So it is a different tone production method. But yeah, I do play a little bit.
Which one is harder to play
Um,
as far as
y-
like your wind?
Probably flute, honestly. But all instruments kind of have their different challenges, different things to deal with. Someone like people always ask, "Oh, that must be hard to play," and it's like, well, everything's got its sets of challenges, so it's not necessarily, you know,
Hmm. I
the case
actually
all the
had a
time.
I actually had a flutist on here maybe about a month ago. He's stationed out in Memphis. His name is Daryl Evan Jones, and I asked him the same
Yeah,
question. He said the flute was the hardest. From between the flute and the saxophone, the flute was the hardest as well. So I was curious if that was the same with you.
yeah, yeah. I don't disagree. But actually, our daughter's a great flute player, so she actually played on a couple of the live streams, a couple of the Christmas live streams that we did. So
Mhm.
she's a much better flute player than I am. I'll put it that way.
Oh wait, Elaine's telling your business. Let's see, and he loves the clarinet.
I hate the clarinet.
Okay.
I played a lot of clarinet in college, actually, and I absolutely hate that thing. So
Oh
that's why she
wow.
says that.
Oh wow. So, how do you feel the internet has impacted the music business, especially with COVID-19, and everything's just as far as having gigs and stuff has just like almost gone to a standstill, and we've been virtual for
Yeah,
almost what, 9 months, 12 months?
3 years, 4 years. um, even just going back before lockdowns, before COVID and everything. Just with the popularity of the internet, it was just kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, it was kind of cool that anybody could get their music out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, everybody was getting their music out, so it kind of just got, it almost made it more difficult for kind of quality stuff to rise to the top. Um, and again, also even before COVID, because of streaming,
Mm-hmm.
different services, album sales just kind of are pretty much non-existent. It's like nobody's really buying CDs anymore, and people
Yeah.
don't even buy quite as many. Like iTunes. You just mentioned iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see nearly the number of iTunes sales as I used to. With the streaming services, and Spotify gives you like, you know, half a penny if someone streams your song. So
Wow.
it's cool because you're able to get your music out there, but it has kind of made it a little more difficult to actually make any money on album sales, etc. And you asked about with COVID, kind of like I
Yeah.
said earlier. I mean, I really didn't have any interest in doing any streaming or anything like that, live streams. But it's actually been pretty cool. I mean, especially early on, and even so now, was really kind of attracting an international audience. I mean, I was just playing last night, and we had some Brazilians on there. I
Wow. Are you
regularly get a
serious?
guy from Saudi Arabia, and people from all over
Wow.
the world that listen. So it's been kind of fun. So
Yeah. That's one good thing about the internet. You can reach,
yeah,
there's sky's the limit. You can reach a lot of places.
yeah,
I actually heard that also that now you can find, like, because of COVID, people can find music free now. They're not really buying anything. So yeah, I get it. Do you think we'll ever get back to the way it was, or now we've
as
let the
far
cat out of the bag,
as
we can't put it back in there, or as far as
I mean, as far as not I don't think we're ever going to get back to where we were in terms of album sales and that kind of
I
thing. I
don't
mean, I
think
think
so
that
either.
just is what it is. But as far as I live music is still best, and I mean, just being able to actually be in the same environment with great musicians. I mean, nothing replaces that.
Yes,
The virtual stuff is cool, but it doesn't replace the live
the
experience.
live.
So
I agree.
yeah, so
I
hopefully we
definitely.
get back to that.
Okay. So, what is your favorite song that you have produced? What is your most favorite song that you perform?
I honestly don't really have people ask that question fairly often. They're like, "Play your favorite song," and I'm like, "Well, I honestly I don't really have one. Usually it's more of a smart aleck response than that." But
Uh-oh.
I don't really have a favorite song. I mean, it's, as a musician, it's like our job is to connect with an audience. I mean, and so I play a lot of different styles. I mean, it really kind of depends on who's in the room. I mean, I'm constantly kind of people watching. It's like, okay, that person is this old,
Mhm.
so they're probably going to appreciate if I play something from this era or this genre or whatever. So it really just kind of depends on the situation. There are songs that I don't like playing, but I do anyways because my job is to entertain people. So
Hey, that's wisdom to know your audience and know what to play. And
yeah.
it's really good that you have different songs, different for different ages.
Mhm.
That's really good.
Well, I'm really all over the place. I mean, if anybody's interested, if you do go to my website, just go to the website and say /song list or click on the tab. There's well over 1,000 songs on that list, and it's really all over the place in terms of genre. Not just smooth jazz or classic jazz or Latin jazz, but I do just straight up Latin dance music, hip hop, R&B, even some country stuff, classic rock. So I'm really kind of just interested in being all over the place in terms of genre. I don't like to be pigeonholed into one thing and
Yeah,
only be able to play one style. I think that's limiting. I don't like to
it is. That's
limit.
very good
So
too. Um, that's very very good. I was about to ask you something that just slipped me just that quick. Okay, maybe it'll come back to me.
probably because
Um,
I talk too much.
no, 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 not at all. Not at all. I am really enjoying this conversation. Um, which famous musicians do you admire?
So many. I mean, I'll just give a couple of my favorite saxophone players. David Sanborn was a huge influence
Oh
early
yeah.
on. Not that and I think it's important to not try to copy anybody. I mean, you're trying to take elements of their playing and incorporate it into your style. But a lot of musicians, younger musicians, like they're just trying to copy someone. You need to be the best version of yourself instead of a lesser version of your favorite player. But
I agree.
David Sanborn, Michael Brecker, Bob Berg. On the smooth jazz side of things, Kirk Whalum, Gerald Albright.
Hmm.
Great musicians, great guys too. I played on an album with Gerald,
Oh
and I've
wow.
met Kirk before too. So yeah,
I took
great
a
players, but
picture.
great guys too. So that's cool.
Yeah, I took a picture with Kirk Whalum back in 1990. I was in Texas and I was going to school at Texas Southern University and I was at the radio station and he was actually there. I'm trying to find that picture. But yeah, I actually took a picture with him. I think I've aged, but it doesn't look like he has at all.
I hate
Do
people
you
like that.
no. Do you read music or you just play by ear or is both?
Both. I mean, I'm a school musician. I mean, I started in fourth grade, went through, all the band geek classes in school, and I have a degree in music. So I think that's an important skill um, to be able to read music, but especially playing jazz and other, popular styles, you need to be able to play by ear as well.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes, both. Yeah.
Okay. If you had one message to give to your fans, what would that be?
Um, just thanks for listening. I mean, this past year, 2020 was just such a dumpster fire. So I just appreciate the all the support over that past year.
Yeah.
With the live streams and all that. It was just it was great to still be able to connect with people. I'm not sure what I would have done if without that. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And then what advice would you give an inspiring young saxophonist?
Actually, just kind of touching on what I just said earlier. Kind of tying up a bunch of that stuff. I mean, go to school, learn how to play. I mean, some people they think if they go to school to learn, it's going to take away their soul or something like that. And it's if you can play, you can play, and you want to explore all opportunities to improve your playing. You asked about reading music, and I think that's such an important skill to have. If you don't know how to, and there are plenty of great musicians that don't know how to read music, but again, that's limiting, though. I mean, you're limiting yourself to the number of gigs and the different kinds of gigs that you can do if you don't know how to read music. And the other thing is, kind of like I was talking about, my song list is really just kind of all over the place in terms of genre. I'm not limited to one genre, and I think that's important for a musician coming up. That
Yeah.
you should learn to play. Maybe not all styles. No one's going to learn how to play all styles because it just you only live so long. But try to play as many different styles as you can. It just opens up your mind to playing different kinds of music, and it just opens you up to being able to get different kinds of gigs. So I mean, I'll do a lot of jazz gigs, but someone can call me for a blues gig or a rock gig or a Latin gig or whatever, and I can go and do that and play it
So it gives you more
authentically.
opportunities
Right.
if
Yeah.
you're more versatile like that. I get it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, Jason. Well, we got one more prize to give away. So I got one more question. You ready? Don't
Sure.
tell the answer, Jason. Don't tell the answer.
Okay.
Okay. What year? Let me take your okay. What year did the first New Year's Eve ball drop down in Times Square? 1899, 1907, or 1815? Let's see who's got it. Let's see. Pick one of them. All right. All right. Okay, so let's go back to the first one. The winner of the first trivia question is the Cradle Company. These are the answers: resolution, celebrate, and champagne. Jason, did you know those answers?
Yeah. After people said it in the chat.
Okay, so what do you think the answer is for this one?
Looks like everybody's saying B. I guess we'll have to go with that.
You gonna go with them? Let us see.
I'll go with the flow.
Woohoo! All right. Okay, so let me figure out who the winner is. I'll be right back. Jason, you're not over there dancing. What's wrong with you? Okay, so the winner, Cradle Code, they won God of All Comfort. It's a book and a mug. I got the book. I got the mug. This is by Mother DeBose that is coming your way. Thank you, Mother DeBose. And then the second winner is Steve Hollinger. Am I saying that correctly? $15 gift card to Target. Oh yeah, get to go do a little shopping. OMG. Congratulations to our winners. Yay! All right. Jason, guess what? It
What?
is uh-oh, what happened to you? Oh, there you go. It's almost time to go. That went kind
Went
of
by
fast.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, that went kind of fast. Okay, so what I want to do is give some accolades, and then I'm going to let you take us out. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay, so for my
You ready?
accolades, I want to thank Jason. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on Friday Night Live. And then next week, OMG, I have Isabella Marie Reyes. She's going to be in the house. She's going to be our recording artist. And then our business highlight is going to be Dr. Rodney Alford. He is going to be here and we're going to be discussing some concerns and questions about the corona, the COVID-19 vaccine. There are some concerns. And so we're going to be answering questions. You're going to be able to ask questions. You're going to be able to hopefully get some answers. And we're going to talk about that next week. We want to say congratulations to our winners. Got to give our accolades to our music credits. And don't forget to check out our website, Friday Night Live online. You can check out old shows, and Jason is going to be on there real soon as well. So you all can check him out. And a big love hug. So my daughter is MIA, so I'm doing the show tonight by myself. So I hope I did okay. I was pushing all kinds of buttons, but yeah, I hope I did okay. So Jason, you want to give any final shout outs or anything before you do your final selection?
Nope. I think I've talked enough.
Okay. So what is going to be your final song of the evening?
So far I've just done all original stuff. I'm gonna do a cover here. This one gets requested all the time. This is from my latest album, a song from Prince, Purple Rain.
Ooh, we're going to like that one. Okay.
You ready?
No, wait, hold on. Let me tell Steven. Steven, I need you to go to my Facebook page, Friday Night Live with Kat Carter. I'm going to need your email address so that I can send you your gift card. Make sure you send me an inbox with your email address. Everyone have a happy new year. After Jason, we are out of here. So you sure you don't have anything else to say, Jason? Because this is it.
That's all I got. I do want to say thanks for having me on, and I hope we can do it again sometime. So yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
most definitely. I'm going to be calling you again soon if you're not busy. You know, you're very busy. So
Just trying
yeah,
to make a living.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Weber, have a great New Year's and I'll see you next week. All right, Jason, it's all you.